Hey, today we've got a discussion from Arrowhead's production director about future plans to adjust the file sizes for Helldivers 2. He also explained rebalancing the way they developed the game, discussed patching bugs, and shared that they're planning things out better to improve stability in a future patch. Plus, we have insights from Arrowhead's CEO on several other topics. But that's not all, there's even more to talk about. If you enjoyed the content, please show some love by tapping the like button. I'd really appreciate it. Let's jump right in. Okay, Helldivers, we've got an exciting discussion from Arrowhead's production director on file sizes, plus some other topics he covered that I think you're going to enjoy. First up is the game's current file size. If you haven't noticed or don't play on PC, the file sizes are a bit outrageous. For instance, it's now 141 gigabytes of data, at least for me, which is just unnecessary, especially when you consider that on PlayStation, the file size is way lower at just 25 gigabytes. Nothing compared to the Helldivers 2 PC file sizes. Anyway, a Helldiver posted on the subreddit page asking why the game's file size is so massive. Arrowhead's production director Alex responded to the post, thanking the Helldiver for their analysis. In the same comment, he confirmed that they're aware of the issues and are prioritizing finding a solution for a future patch. Alex added that he can't promise when the patch will be released and noted that the tech director will likely say it'll take longer, but they're eager to fix it as soon as they possibly can. Alex's comments is somewhat reassuring, confirming they're working on reducing the file size. But we know it won't be easy, and it'll definitely take time to release a patch that addresses how large the game is currently. It's also good to know they've got plans for a future patch that'll fix all the problems with it. Once I hear more news about this, I'll be sure to spread the word and let you know what's happening. I'd like to know, do you think the file size is a bit outrageous too? And would you like them to fix it quickly? Post a comment below in the video and I'll be sure to check it out. Now the next discussion comes from the same production director about a plan to patch issues and improve stability. There's another subreddit post by a Helldiver addressing current performance issues. They talked about all the bugs with the enemies, objectives, and ton of other problems listed right here. This Helldiver even referenced a post we've discussed on the channel before about Arrowhead's CEO Shams Jorjani responding to a comment about a performance patch. So the production director at Arrowhead Game Studios, Alex, recently shared some insights on the development of their game in this subreddit post. He acknowledged right here that Shams had already discussed it, but he wanted to provide more context. He noted that after a year and a half of refining new content every few weeks, the team feels it's time to shift focus toward improving stability. This involves more thorough testing and allowing developers to address bugs as they arise, including those in war bonds and missions. While this process is time-consuming and requires consistency, Alex mentioned that fixing everything in one patch isn't feasible. Instead, the team has taken a step-by-step approach, discussing with their tech director ways to enhance performance and optimize the game. Over the past few months, they've been planning to introduce longer but more effective fixing periods. Alex also hinted at sharing more behind-the-scenes details about the game's galactic lore and other development practices, which he's excited to get into further, possibly through a blog post in the future. For now, he assures fans that the team is fully committed to improving Helldivers 2 in the near future. This post right here was great to read, knowing that they're taking steps to resolve issues and change the way they develop the game, right? It's been a struggle, but hopefully down the road they'll improve Helldivers 2 a ton by patching bugs and other issues, optimizing the game further, and reducing the file size. Now, as I've said before, I'll be sure to keep you updated on what's going on, and hopefully I can share more news about the future of Helldivers 2. I'd like to hear from you, Helldivers. Would you prefer the developers take a break from dropping new content to focus solely on patching as many bugs as possible and improving performance, or would you rather they add more content to the game? Let me know by posting a response below. Alrighty, since we're talking about improvements for Helldivers 2 and have even mentioned Arrowhead CEO Shams Jorjani, let's get into his recent discussion on the official Helldivers Discord. The first topic is about his past comments about a performance patch. A Helldiver replied to that post saying they're happy to see the CEO comments about improving the game. Then CEO Shams Jorjani recently commented on that post on the whole development process. Expressing relief that this update is being acknowledged, he pointed out that a performance-only update is an option, but not the ideal approach. Instead, the goal is for each update to meet high-quality standards, a challenge the team has been working to overcome. Overall, it seems it's going to be a challenge for them, and we understand that, especially since the production developer, or director I should say, also responded about it. With that being said, Arrowhead's CEO continued on to reply to other comments about optimization and performance when another Helldiver asked about it. The CEO Shams Jorjani responded yesterday at 3:40 p.m. explaining that performance is always a focus in every update. However, he noted that adding new features put additional pressure on an already challenged system. We've discussed a similar post before, so we already know that it's a challenge for the developers, especially given that adding new content makes it tough since they'll need to optimize the game once again. A different Helldiver chimed in to say that they are also frustrated with the performance and FPS drops as well as crashes. So Shams replied back recently to address a concern raised by this player. Expressing regret over the issues, he also shared that it's a matter that the team is actively discussing and placing significant emphasis on, working closely with PlayStation to find a solution. So again, maybe sometime soon we'll find out more information as to what they're planning to do here. Anywho, with the performance discussions out of the way, let's talk about future plans for the next big update and the Xbox Helldivers arriving on August 26th. Have they been able to work on the servers to withstand the influx of players? That's a question that was asked, and a Helldiver on the official Helldivers Discord hoped the team is managing with everything they've got going on for the Halo ODST crossover. Surprisingly, the CEO seems a bit worried about the upcoming surge of players. He wrote that everyone at Arrowhead Game Studios is excited, but they're also nervous about the player count, and you might be wondering why they're worried. Well, if you don't recall, or maybe didn't know, last year when the game launched on PC and PlayStation, there was a massive influx of players, so many that the servers essentially crashed and they couldn't get the game back up and running until a little bit later on. The question I'm sure you're all asking and wondering is, are they prepared this time around? The answer to that is they might have it under control, because a Helldiver asked Shams if they have reinforced their servers since the last time there were issues. Then CEO Shams Jorjani responded to this question about server improvements from a post yesterday. So he explained that the last major launch was quite some time ago and that the team has been working on the servers since then. However, he made a funny comment here that the previous player count was held together by a lot of duct tape. So yeah, who knows how it'll go on Tuesday. It'll be exciting to see if the servers can actually handle the influx of players. But I'll keep you all updated on what's happening, as well as the new patch arriving on Tuesday. Right as it drops, I'll give you all the information, I'll cover all the changes and go over everything in one video. So to not miss out, I highly recommend subscribing and turning on those notifications. Moving along, let's briefly cover a question about pre-order armors. I'll keep this quick, as it's not major news and it sort of aligns with what we already know from a past response. A Helldiver asks about the pre-order armors, wondering when they'll return for PS5 and PC players. All Shams had to say that it was not settled yet, and it's still being discussed, if he recalls correctly. Now, you can tell nothing has been confirmed yet about when the pre-order armors will return, but that's all we know. I didn't want to title this video as they're confirming anything big with the pre-order armors, as that would be probably a bit misleading. They're still trying to figure things out, just like they said last time, and who knows how they'll reintroduce them. I'd love to hear your ideas on how they should bring them back. Should they be DLC content? Should it be something you can purchase in the Superstore? Let me know by sharing your ideas in the comments below. The next topic I'm going to discuss is an update from the Dispatch. High Command has revealed that the Democracy Space Station is experiencing issues due to an automaton cyber attack. This attack has caused significant problems, including a catastrophic failure of multiple systems, specifically affecting the Eagle Storm. They reported that several crew members have died due to sudden depressurization. As a result, the Eagle Storm tactical action is offline for an estimated 72 hours until repairs are completed. So I don't know about you, but I think we need to hit the automatons hard after they sadly took so many crew members from us on the DSS. Additionally, High Command reports a sudden impaler outbreak that has spread across the entire planet Euriska. All in all, that's everything you need to know about the current situation. It looks like everything has gone to hell, and we must reclaim our planets and stop these attacks as soon as possible. Lastly, we've got the top 3 comments. First, from Funny Moments Y3Z that talked about the Pelican's landing skills. The second top comment is from LaBum Solo that spoke on Rick Sanchez and how it feels like the Rick and Morty character is picking him up when the Pelican is basically drunk and crashing everywhere. The third and top final comment is by Nova 33345 that spoke on blind divers and how it feels like most Helldivers are blind to things that we've already discussed. With the top 3 comments out of the way, I greatly appreciate you all stopping by. To each and every single subscriber, thank you, and if you're not subscribed, consider subscribing, turning on notifications, and staying updated and all that good stuff. And don't forget to give this video a like. Thank you so much for showing up, whether you're a subscriber, member, or even a lurker. I appreciate you so much, even if you just stopped by to check out the channel for a bit. See you in the next one, and thanks for watching.